Are you including Social Security in your financial plan, or are you amongst the millions who are starting to look at it and say, I ain't counting on that, so I'm not including it in my financial plan? Jedidiah Collins here with the Money Vehicle Movement podcast, where we're making financial literacy more current and possibly even a little cooler. The United States paid over $1 trillion into Social Security last year, yet almost half of young workers feel they won't ever see a dime of that money. This has been a national concern over the last 30 years, and many in their prime working years are removing Social Security from their financial plans altogether, believing the government won't address the shortfall currently in the Social Security bucket. The idea of Social Security was to pay in as you work and be paid out as you stop working. This came around about the Great Depression when many older people were going on hardships because they did not have that income stream. Today, many feel as if they are paying a toll for a bridge that will collapse before they even get to cross it, meaning they're paying into the Social Security plan, but they're not going to get to take out of that plan. The truth is, the Social Security Trust does not cover all of the payouts. The rest is funded by payroll taxes, FICA, which we talk about in Chapter 9. Payroll taxes like FICA, and the likelihood of current workers getting nothing is really, really low. 2023 saw $1.38 trillion paid out in overall benefits, with 1.23 trillion generated from these FICA payroll taxes. Believing Social Security will go away is believing all of these jobs and all of these payroll taxes will vanish overnight as well. There is still a risk, as with everything. Projections today show that the Social Security Trust could only cover 83% of scheduled payments in 2035, just a short 10 years from today. So, worst case scenario for workers today would be receiving 75% of what they believed. The government can also address these concerns as they did back in the 80s when they pushed full retirement age up to 67 years old. We all grew up with, I'm going to retire at 65. That number is now 67 for full retirement age. This pushing of the age by 2 years reduced the payouts by 13%. And as we see improvements in technology and health and nutrition, people are living older. 67 might get pushed out. There is somebody alive today who's going to live to 120. I don't want to be them, but somebody is. And so full retirement at 67 might also be a thing of the past. The government could also raise payroll taxes to reduce the shortfall. You want him to do that? Yeah, I don't think so. The point is, there is a risk, but there are also solutions. So be cautious of how you hear things on social media about Social Security and the intention of the messenger as well as the message to induce and strike fear in you and our government. Yes, the trust funds could potentially go insolvent, but that does not mean that Social Security would debunk as well. Show people you speak the language of money. Build your financial plans, understanding many different scenarios, some of which you make all of your Social Security, and maybe you go conservative and do a plan where you only get 75% of what your expected payouts would be. But again, the idea of not having any Social Security seems a little far off. Keep driving your money vehicle, and we will see you at the next stop.